Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome back here at Laarni's Kitchen and Food Creations. Today, I am going to show you how to make or how to bake simple cake. To some of you, it might be a little bit complicated, but I will teach you some of the techniques on the possible very easy way of doing it so that it will not deflate, because that is one thing very common when you're going to make chiffon cake. So this kind of chiffon cake is very easy, and it's so soft and moist, and it's good to taste. Now, there are many different ways of doing chiffon cake as per flavored is concerned. So today I am going to use pandan flavor. As you know, pandan's color is green, and you can always purchase this kind of flavoring at the Filipino store or any Asian stores. Okay, first of all, I will tell you what are the very basic ingredients. Okay, so I have here two mixing bowls. So make sure that your mixing bowls are clean and away from any oil sediments, or it should be oil free. So I have here my first mixing bowl, and then I just separated 8 large eggs. So make sure 8 egg yolks has to be in a different bowl, and also these 8 egg whites. Okay, especially the egg whites, you have to separate it uh, clean, and there should be no any element from the egg yolks. So that the meringue mixture, it should be in a volume, because once a certain drop of yellow or the egg yolks, and the egg yolks is considered as fat element, so it will deflate, it will not give you a very good volume. Okay, now for the egg whites, I am going to add cream of tartar. So cream of tartar, at least let's say 1/2 teaspoon, or you can use 1 teaspoon. The reason why I added cream of tartar is to help our meringue mixture have a volume. It solidifies, it normalizes. So those are the very basic foundation of why we put cream of tartar. But to some other substitution can be very easy. You can add white vinegar or lemon, yellow lemon. Okay, there you go. So we will set this aside for now. And so I'm using my electric stand mixer. So I'll have to attach that one there. But if you don't have electric stand mixer, you can always use this small hand mixer. So there are 3 attachments that this electric stand mixer, it has this beater, wire whisk, and then this is for the dough when you want to make bread, and this is flat beater, we call it, for making heavier dough like cookies and some other stuff. So the attachment that we will be using is for the paddle. This is wire whisk attachment, so we'll just put that there. So this is the lock part. Okay, set that aside. But first of all, we are going to do our batter mixture. So it consists of egg yolks. But prior to that, I am going to preheat my oven. Wonderful friends, that's my very old oven. It's been with me for almost 12 years. So I'll have to press bake, and normally when you press bake, it's 350 degrees Fahrenheit. But for our chiffon cake, we will bake it into 330 degrees Fahrenheit afterwards. So I make sure that it should be in the middle portion there later. Okay, for our batter mixture, there are 8 egg yolks, and I am going to add 3/4 or 3/4 cup of white sugar. So wonderful friends, for our dry ingredients, I am using this cake and pastry flour. You can use all-purpose flour, but sometimes your chiffon cake, it's a little bit not so soft. But of course, you can use that. So this is the kind of brand Robin Hood, and this is very old brand that it's been existing, and they have very good flour. So you can always purchase that from the grocery store, especially in the baking department. Okay, so I am going to use 2 and 1/4 cup of cake flour. So this is 1 cup. So we are going to pre-sift it. So that's 1 cup, another cup. So I got these cups, measuring cups from the dollar store. So that's 2 cups and 1/4 cup. So in other words, we are measuring 2 and 1/4 cup of cake flour. And so I have here my baking powder. It doesn't really matter what kind of baking powder you have. So I'm going to measure at least 1 tablespoon. So make sure that you get it right, because otherwise, if you're not very consistent in your measurements, you will be using different kinds of measuring spoons. So you will really forfeit its purpose, because our goal is to correctly measure. We will use mathematical skills as of this point. So those are our dry ingredients, and then I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of iodized salt. So I am using this table salt or fine salt, or we call that one iodized salt. So 1/2 teaspoon. So I'll be adding 1/2 teaspoon of iodized salt into our dry mixture. So we are going to sieve this one. So wonderful friends, after I sifted the dry ingredients, there are some lumps, so I have to discard those lumps. We don't need that into our cake. So we will set that aside for now. Okay, there you go. We will try to um, have this creaming method, the egg yolks and the white sugar. So we will just beat this maybe for 40 seconds until this will be dissolved with each other. Okay, perfecto. Now, wonderful friends, to the point that you don't have this small electric mixer, when doing the creaming method or mixing the batter mixture, you can always use this simple whisk. Okay, after that, wonderful friends, I am going to add 1/2 cup of oil. So I use canola oil. So it doesn't really matter what kind of oil you will be using. Could it be coconut oil or sunflower oil? What other oils we do have? Okay, you, to the point that you run out of oil and the olive oil is your last bet, you can use that one. So that is the cooking oil. Then we will beat that maybe for, let's say, 20 seconds. Okay, we'll turn this off. Perfecto. Okay. Now, wonderful friends, the flavor, aside from pandan flavor, I am going to use mango juice. Okay, this is mango juice. This is very delicious type of juice, and I love this. I bought this from Costco store. Okay, and so this is 1 cup of in measurement. So that's 1 cup of mango juice, and I'm using 1/4. So in other words, our juice will be in total of 1 cup and 1/4. Okay, certainly I'll have to add that into my mixture here. every drop counts. Remember that. So when you bake, it's really different from cooking because cooking you just dump in and out, and in baking you have to properly measure so that you can have good outcome or output in your baking. Okay, this is 1/4 cup of mango juice. Then we will just beat this for, let's say, 30 seconds. Okay, perfecto. Okay, then afterwards, we are going to add our dry mixture. Okay, I'll just combine that. Okay, now in order that you will not, the flour will not go spread all over your area, we'll start from slow beating first. Then increase it. Okay, we'll turn this off for now. So we will continue beating that for a few seconds. I am going to add drops of pandan flavor. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, beautiful, wonderful friends. So it doesn't really take that long in the process of doing your batter mixture. So I have here my spatula or scraper, then we can just add, scrape it on the sides. Okay, there you go. And then we will set this aside. I'll have to unplug my mixer. So friends, this is our batter mixture and with the pandan flavor. So make sure you scrape at the sides and at the bottom part, it is well combined. Set that aside for now. Now let's start having our beating this meringue mixture. So I am going to start in a high speed. So we will beat this for the first 3 minutes. So I will make a timer. I will tell Alexa to time this for me. Alexa, set timer for 3 minutes. That's, I don't know if
Sorry, I'm having trouble.
Ale-
Please try in a little while.
okay, she's having trouble. So I'm just going to use my other timer. So I will just use my timer for 3 minutes. Okay. High speed, please. Oh, I forgot. I did not attach into the source. High speed, please. Okay, after 3 minutes, I will cancel my timer. Friends, I will just lower this so you can hear me right. After 3 minutes, this is how our egg whites foam looks like. So I prepared 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar. I will just add this gradually. Okay, and continue beating for another 3 minutes. High speed. So I'll set the timer again for 3 minutes. Okay, wonderful friends, after another 3 more minutes, so I will cancel it. And let's check the outcome of our meringue mixture. Okay, there you go. That's how it goes. So I will add the last minute. So in other words, we will beat 1 more minute. So in total beating, it has 7 minutes. Okay, it's about time. So I'll have to lower it once. Um, you turn off your electric mixer. You have to be very, very slow from high, slow, until you turn it off. And I'll have to unplug this one. I don't want to be electrocuted. Put the lock down. This head part, it's not tilting, it remains, but this is the lock that will lower or release our mixture or meringue mixture. Okay, I'll have to take it out, and so I will just detach this one. So just, and then this is our soft pick. See that one? So I'll take this one. One of the many underlying factors that you will not become successful in your chiffon cake making, because the eggs, sometimes the eggs are old and it's not fresh. It should be fresh and at least room temperature. But for me, I can use eggs from my refrigerator. So I got my eggs from this from this portion. So I didn't really bother being like taking the eggs and put it in room temperature. Okay, now we are going to do the cut and fold measure. Okay, so we will divide this meringue mixture at least 3 portions. So that's, let's say, first portion, and then cut and fold means we are going to cut and fold. That's how it should be. And making chiffon cake, it's very, very standardized. When in fact that chiffon tube, it's very standard. Okay, so, and the measurement itself, it's very standard. And one of the factors that affects your chiffon making, it's the temperature of temperature in your oven. As you know that different ovens, they have different, the temperature varies even if you set it in same temperature. So you have to make sure that you know your oven very well, and that you have to be friend with your oven. So that's the second part. And same procedure, cut and fold, cut and fold, and very easy. And sides. And I'm going to have the last portion. So this is the last portion of the meringue mixture. Cut and fold slowly, but make sure it is surely, until all the mixtures, both mixtures, meringue mixture and the batter mixture, they are well combined properly or well mixed, until no more lumps. Okay, friends, this is the consistency of our batter mixture. And so it's about time that I am going to pour it into my chiffon tube pan. Now, remember, friends, that for me, just for me personally, I don't really add or grease my pan. I don't coat it with oil or grease or butter. I just let it stay as it is, like this, very dry. The reason why it will cave in or it will deflate, sometimes mubagsak siya, it will just, not a very good formation, because the oil will just, loosen the sidings. So para mag-hold siya, so it will hold, your cake will hold, and it will become a little bit firm, so I don't bother in greasing my pan. So I'll have to add my entire mixture now into my pan. So there you go, friends. We'll just tap 3 times so the air bubbles will come out. And so into the oven. There you go. Then I'll close it. Okay, friends, at 330 degrees Fahrenheit, I'll set my timer to 55 minutes. If I needed more time, then we can adjust up to 1 hour. Set that aside for now. Okay, wonderful friends, our timer has ended up, so I have to cancel it and let's check our pandan chiffon cake. So I'm just trying to fill it. So that's perfectly fine. I'll have to take it out. Wonderful friends, I have here my cooling tray or my cooling rack. I'll have to invert or flip it upside down, flip it over my chiffon cake once it's done. So there you go. So once it's let it cool off completely, maybe 30 to 45 minutes before you have to slice it or unmold it. Thank you very much, wonderful friends, for watching Laarni's Kitchen and Food Creations. Stay tuned for the next time. This is your home bake buddy Laarni saying you thank you and daghan kaing salamat.